D.R.A.M.A TV 27 Live, here with Breaking the Chains, Luke B&G, and Dr. John Brewer. This is a call to the community over some of the recent events we have seen in the community today. Let's give the people a little message to what we would like to see happen here.
Well, after the event over the weekend, the Capona, which Chris Franklin handles, Luke BMG, Make a Layup Foundation, Breaking the Chains, all collaborated and brought the city some positive things. Afterwards, some things happened that troubled me, and that was what the youth did as far as going out and vandalizing the stores and beating up people and things of that nature, vandalizing cars and senseless stuff, right? And it saddened me, but the first thing I thought about was the police. And I understand that the police say that they're undermanned, or that they can't have everyone at a certain place at a certain time or whatever. But I'm going to say this, and not because I am a part of it, but I highly believe that the members of Luke BMG and Breaking the Chains could have prevented a lot of that senselessness that went on. So understanding this, we're sitting down with Dr. John, and we're going to bring it to this city, whether it's backed by city officials or not. This cure violence thing is what needs to happen. So we also need the parents as well as the rest of the community to come together and link up with us, because we can't be everywhere at once. So we're asking everyone to come out and join us in this fight, because we need help. We need everyone's help. We're going to do everything we can in our power to cure this violence, but we need your help.
Okay, now how do you think we can get the parents more involved? Because the parents are a key component, along with these organizations that we see before us today, a key component in the restoration of stopping this violence and taking the guns out of the homes and things. These are the things that are very important. So what ways can we reach out to the families to get more involved in their children, to get more involved into Luke B&G, to Breaking the Change organization and cure the violence? How can we get them more involved in these situations?
Well, the first thing I think is to get rid of the feeling or the thought that you can't do anything about it, that it just happens, it's out of our control. We had that beautiful YouTube from the Baltimore riots. Mm-hmm. That mother came out and pulled her son right out of the bottle, throwing whatever he was doing. Every parent can have a little bit of action in their kids' lives, paying a little bit more attention, and then holding them accountable for the behavior. That woman, I believe, saw her child on television causing trouble and went out and got him. And not everybody has to be that dramatic, but to stay in touch with your kids and let them know that there's expectations that certain behaviors won't be tolerated. Everybody in that crowd had something to say about those kids. And if each adult had just said something to a kid, tapped him on the shoulder and said, hey man, let's calm down, it might have made a big difference. But instead, because of our fear, we back off and let stuff happen. And it's not dangerous or difficult to hold youth accountable for their behaviors.
Me personally, I believe that, because my mother, when she was living, she raised the whole block.
Right.
So, like when we talk about one link at a time, that's a serious thing. And it says it takes a village to raise a child, So when we look at that, if we go from block to block, each person or each parent that understands their block, and they start linking up block to block, then we got something there. Then we can come straight to that block and train you up. So if there's any way that you can help or you would like to help, you can contact us and get in touch with us, and we'll show you from block to block in your block. We'll come to you wherever you're at, and we'll teach that block, or we'll secure that block, but then you will have to be responsible for that block. Then we can collectively take up the whole Harrisburg.
And what's impressive about that is once you do it, you'll be impressed at how relatively easy and how relatively safe it is to do that.
Yeah, this is definitely needed in the communities. And again, we want to get the message out to the parents. You must get involved. You must get your children involved in Loop B&G, the Cure to Violence, and Breaking the Chains organization. If not these particular organizations, you have to get your children involved in something to stop this craziness that we're seeing in the communities. And we have to get these guns off the streets.
One world.
We coming in your neighborhood real soon.
Now, how can a kid become a part of Loop B&G?
Well, if they take the time to look me up, my our email address is loopbng@yahoo.com. You can contact me 717-592-9800. That's my number. You can get in touch with me on Facebook, Loop Bing, which stands for Loop Boys and Girls. You can get on Facebook and contact me, inbox me, and that's how you can get in touch with Loop Left Out Organization Program.
Dr. John, Cure to Violence.
I'm willing to give out my phone number too, 540-267-4317. Want to learn about preventing violence in the city.
Mr. Dolphin.
Founder of Breaking the Chains. You can reach me at my email address, which is breakingthechainsInc@gmail.com. My phone number is area code 717-623-5432. I also have a website, breakingthechainswebs.com. Go on there and look at and see the type of programs that we offer. When you mentioned that how can a child get involved with what we're doing, we don't wait for the children to come to us. We go to the children. We're out here 7 days a week. Everyone knows us. People are inboxing us, hitting us on Facebook, asking us what can we do to help their children. We're doing all that we can, but we ask that the parents and the rest of the community join us to help us cure this violence.
All right, I want to thank you once again, the founder of Breaking the Chains organization, Kevin Dolphin, Dr. John Reuwer, Anthony Burnett, Loop B&G. This is a call to the community. D.R.A.M.A TV 27, live Uptown Harrisburg. We thank you.